Okay, I think it's recording. Good. Okay, I'm gonna assume they can hear. Well, thank you all for coming this morning. I appreciate you all getting up early and the motivation to come here for the Miss Nation Ford pageant. Those are some pictures from previous years. Raise your hand if you have not been to one of the pageants in the past. You didn't have one last year, so I'm going to assume y'all have come before. Okay, cool. What is the Miss Nation Ford pageant? So there's really two aspects to this. One is service, apart from the fun part. A big part of this is the service project, and this year we're going to be helping out the Greenway with a couple of things. We'll get to that in a moment. And there is also a scholarship component. We haven't decided on final dollar amount yet, but we will let y'all know once we have done that. Okay. Okay. So a big thing that will be a little bit different about this year is that we are hosting the pageant on April 22nd, which, as I'm sure all of you know, is Earth Day. It just Earth Day happens to be on a Thursday night in April. It worked out perfectly. 2 weeks after spring break. We're going to be a sustainability theme. That's why we're helping out the Greenway, and on stage, and then some of your essay questions, which you'll be answering next week, will feature questions about sustainability, how you are a good steward of the earth, and then time spent outdoors as well. Okay, for those of you that just came in, pageant this year is on April 22nd, which is Earth Day, and it's going to be a sustainability theme. Okay. All right. So some important dates. This is all posted on Google Classroom, which I'll have y'all join later, so you don't need to write these down right now. The application is going to be due next Thursday afternoon, so 1 week to get that done. It is a Google form. It's not going to take you very long. We're going to get to this later too, but next Thursday from 4:30 to 5 p.m. If you're busy, then that's fine. You can make it up another time, but we really want you to try to make that. That's going to be when you write your essay. So in previous years, you would come in during flex to write your essay questions as part of your application. This year, it's going to be done at home on a Google form, but we're going to have y'all join a Google Meet or Zoom just to make sure that you're not getting help with your answers.
Yeah, so we'll be Zoom, so you'll have to log in and then you'll be writing or typing in the form.
Yep. Saturday, April 17th from 9 to 12 is our service project at the Greenway this year. We don't have a date for interviews yet. We will decide that at a later date. It'll probably be that same weekend or something like that, or the weekend before. The pageant April 22nd, and then we're just having that whole week practices. Okay, Lexi, I'm gonna let you handle this part.
So this is just kind of like an overview of the parts of the pageant, like how it's gonna work. So first segment of the pageant is just gonna be the casual wear. So if you've done the pageant before, or you were gonna do it last year, you probably know kind of idea what you're gonna wear and stuff. So just something like cute, comfortable, fun, whatever you're confident in, whatever. Make sure it's school appropriate though, because we're still at school and holding up the school's reputation and name. My advice: just stay away from jeans and leggings and stuff. Don't dress like I am right now. Still make it cute, because I believe in past years the casual wear has been a part of judging and stuff.
Yes, it has.
Yes. So I think it was around 20%. So still keep that in mind. Usually everyone's pretty good about dressing well. So examples rompers, jumpsuits, nice pants and a blouse, sweater, something like that. And then so during the casual wear, this is when you're gonna walk on the stage, and we'll show you the route through practices and everything. So the MCs will recite your information and introduce you to the crowd, or the virtual crowd this year, and everything, and let everyone know who you are. And then the formal wear, so then everyone will go through casual wear, then change formal wear. This is your prom dresses, what you've seen everybody wearing. So this is when you guys are going to find a quote. So it can be any an inspirational quote, funny quote, whatever you want to be, as long as it represents you. So when you're on the stage in the formal wear, you're gonna show the quote, say the quote, and then how it represents you, what it means to you, stuff like that. And then seniors, you guys are gonna have an on-stage question. It's gonna be about sustainability of the environment and what you do to be good at that. So be prepared for that. Masks are required and will be part of your outfit. We're thinking about supplying masks, and they're gonna be required throughout the entire show, even when you're backstage. Social distancing, everything will be enforced. And then our awards, you have the Miss Nation Award, and then we'll have Miss Freshman, Sophomore, Junior, and Senior for each grade, and then Miss Congeniality, which is like the one who's like a girl who's been really like nice through this whole process and supportive and to everybody. So keep an eye out on that, and don't be supportive just to try to get the award. Like actually like be good, be confident, help the other girls, uplift everybody here because that's why we're all here. Then usually we have Miss Ad Sales, but we're not doing ad sales this year. So those are the awards for this year.
Okay, so the service project, as we talked about before, it's going to be April 17th from 9 to 12. We're partnering with the Greenway this year, and they are also partnered with the Fort Mill Stormwater Division. So what we're going to be doing is like litter patrol and like kind of water cleanup. So we're all going to split up, and we're going to be given a location somewhere bordering the Greenway or near the Catawba River, and we're going to be supplied with all of the like safety vests and kind of like trash picker-uppers, whatever. And that's what we're going to be doing from 9 to 12. There will be a sign-up genius that comes out later this month. She does want one of those, the lady that I'm talking to, because when she gives everybody t-shirts, she wants to make sure that it's your size, and she wants to make sure that there's like a waiver that allows you to go do this. And yes, I would prefer if everyone, I know it will be outside, but still stay safe, of course, bring a mask, things like that. And we will be shuttling in our own cars, so we might have to carpool a little bit. But more information will come at the Sign Up Genius, and that should come later this month. But you don't have to worry about that until after you're done with your application process. But yes, partnered with the Greenway this year, and that is all about our sustainability theme.
Very good. Okay, so now I'm going to cover some of the big things that are different from past years. First of all, like Lexi mentioned, we are not doing ad sales this year. That means we are also not doing programs. I just want to make y'all aware. It makes the process a little bit easier, and we are unlikely to be doing a live dance due to social distancing constraints. We are looking into the possibility of doing some sort of pre-recorded thing, and then playing that, but that we're still discussing how we're going to do that this year. There is not going to be an audience. We have received word from administration, the district, that I'll let you take this.
You guys, for this to even happen is a miracle. And so I have been given very stringent guidelines on what we can and cannot do. And one of the first things I was told by administration was there cannot be an audience, but we are going to have platforms, as you can see, so that your family members can watch. And you give your best out there, and we're going to try to make this as fun as possible, but we have limitations, and the audience was one that we cannot. If there are other schools doing it, they may have different guidelines, but our district or our school, Nation Board, has kind of set the standard for how things operate. And I'm very proud to be a part of that. So this is how we're going to run Pageant.
Yep. So that'll be on Instagram and YouTube is the current plan. We're streaming that, and then social distancing and masks 100% of the time. That's the only way we are able to get this done. Okay. If you have service, you can go ahead and get your phone out right now.
Or take a picture of
Or
it.
take a picture. Just, because this is on the Google Classroom, but you can't be on the Google Classroom without this code.
I don't know
So
how
that's-
your cameras will work though.
Yeah,
You
it's,
might have to stand, you might have to.
or I'll just read it out. VOQOAR4. VOQOAR4. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Can you throw me a marker, Lex? Hold on a second, kids. I'm gonna do something. Oh
Okay,
wait,
so
I got
this-
one.
Okay, so we're gonna be posting updates to Google Classroom pretty regularly to keep y'all in the loop on this stuff. The application is already on this Google Classroom, so once you join that, you can go ahead and start filling that out. And just make sure that you're joining with your school Google account, just like any of your other classes. This is also where the essay form will be posted for next Thursday, and a whole bunch of other stuff, like the Sign Up Genius for the project. Okay, does anybody not have the code?
Mom, I'm in a meeting.
Are you gonna talk about contestant numbers?
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. I'll talk about that now. Okay, so just to reiterate, the application is due next Thursday by 4:30 p.m. If we have it at 4:31, you will not be a contestant, unless you have a very, very good excuse. Yeah, like you're in the hospital from now until then. The essay writing next Thursday, this is to help us get to know you better as part of your application. It's not gonna be some pretty short questions, a couple sentences, a paragraph for each, and it'll be stuff that you should know the answers to already. It's about you. This will be posted on Google Classroom from 4:30 to 5. Next Thursday, after 5, we will not be accepting those. And then you'll be on a Zoom or Google Meet at the same time as that. So contestant numbers. So in order to, so that we can limit sort of our social distancing and those constraints, we're going to be limiting to about 20 contestants this year. So about 5 for each grade. If we don't have many freshmen, maybe a few more seniors. But it's a couple less than previous years. But I'm expecting reduced applications compared to previous years.
And
So
Catawba Ridge is holding a pageant, and they're looking into 5 contestants per grade. Fort Mill High School is, I'm not even sure they're doing a pageant, but if they do decide to do one, it's going to be limited as well. So we're all kind of doing this so that we can make that.
okay. And we plan on deciding on the contestants over the weekend. So the goal is for the contestant list to be posted on Monday afternoon.
Yes.
We will update y'all in Google Classroom if that does not happen, and then it'll be Tuesday, but we're hoping for Monday.
Yeah, we're going to shoot for Monday. We're going to work super hard to get it done Monday.
Do y'all have any questions? Yes.
Sorry, I forgot what day is that again?
It's going to be next Thursday, 1 week from today at 4:30. So your application's due by 4:30, and essay's going to be 4:30
Do you
to
want to put
5
that,
next
that
Thursday.
maybe a list of dates up?
Oh yeah, that's a
to
good
the
idea.
slide, just so people can get a visual.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
there we go.
perfect.
Perfect. Any other questions? And this whole presentation is posted on the Google Classroom.
If I can give some words of wisdom, as you complete the application, some of the questions, please make sure you're specific. Please make sure that you're practicing, checking grammar, complete thoughts. And then when we go to do the essay portion, it's really, you guys try to make yourself be a standout when you answer the questions. A lot of times when we look through and read the essays, people are saying the same thing as saying, does that make sense? So you really want to make sure that you are showing us the best, most unique you, if that makes sense.
And from those essay questions is where we get the part that, like the overview of you that we
Yeah.
read during the casual wear portion.
Yes, we use parts of that we read through the casual wear.
So that will be read on stage. And we'll fix grammar for that, but please make your thoughts clear, otherwise it's frustrating for us. Okay, any other questions? Anything to add?
If you do not finish your application
awesome.
on time, you're excluded, just so you know, okay? There's gonna be too many people who are interested in participating in this. I will encourage you, once you have found out if you've been selected as one of the participants,
What?
the theme is sustainability. So how about trying to recycle dresses? How about trying to find somewhere where you can reuse some of your clothing? So I think the more that you're thinking about that, because the goal is, do not go out and buy all this new stuff. There's no reason to. So instead, let's really focus on reusing. Can you go to some, I don't know what clothing stores you go to, but can you go and look or talk to friends and see if you can recycle something? Because to me, that emulates the whole message, okay? Because the goal is we do not want to reach into your parents' pocketbooks and make them spend, okay?
And quick question, she said, application fee for the
We're not charging an application fee this year, but we are gonna charge a mask fee because I'm gonna have to order those masks. So that's probably gonna be about $10 because we're gonna have it personalized. We're looking at putting what did we decide on?
I think there's Miss Nation Forward along the bottom somewhere.
Yeah, like Miss Nation Forward along here, small, so if you wanna wear it, other places you can, and we're gonna make sure it's breathable and super comfortable. So depending upon that could be anywhere from $10 to $12, okay?
Yep.
But we're not gonna charge a fee for application. It's a unique year. We're not out to make money.
Yep.
And we are going to have smaller scholarship funds and, but, it's a COVID year. And the other item is t-shirts. We have t-shirts. We're gonna be providing t-shirts this year. So there will not be a t-shirt fee.
Yep.
You didn't put an application fee, right?
No application
Yeah, no
fee,
application
just,
fee. Guys,
Yep.
so it's a good time to be in pageant.
okay. Any other questions before? Okay.
And no ads. We're not doing any ads because we really can't advertise anything. No one's gonna wanna put sponsorship dollars
And if we're on YouTube Live, that's gonna be hard to
Yeah.
have those ads.
Yeah.
YouTube will have their own ads on it, I'm sure. Okay, if that is it, I think we are good here. Thank you all so much for
Thank
coming.
you so much for your time.
Make sure you join the Google Classroom. And then if you have any friends that couldn't make it, this will be posted on a link that I'm recording this on here. And a link to that recording will be posted to YouTube from the, that'll be on the NAPO Stuco Instagram. So if you have any friends that want this, or you can just give them the Google Classroom code and they can show to the application and see the presentation. Okay, then I think that's it. Thank you all for coming. One question here. Are there any applications to fill out that are outside? No, just whatever is on Google Classroom. There's one Google form there. That's it. And then next Thursday at 4:30 to 5 o'clock, we have the essay writing thing. So make sure that you're available for that. Does that make sense? You can just give me a thumbs up or yes in the chat.
I served in my guys last year. I'm ahead of the game.